Hi everybody and welcome to the Monro Mischief. In this video I will be showing how I introduced my rats. I'm sorry if these don't make any sense, like they're bits and pieces from each introduction. So you want to start off introductions in the bathtub or any sort of neutral ground, so whether it be your bed, a floor they haven't been on. You want to do that for about 30 minutes the first time, and then you want to slowly up it by 30 minutes every day. I've gradually do it from there just to see how they get along. I normally do my first introductions in the bathtub, and I normally just put a couple of hides in there. Sometimes I'll throw in some toys, some tubes, and I always put down some treats to distract them, although as you can see these guys here would prefer playing. But this is a good sign. You want to make sure that they're not all puffed up though. Play fighting like this is absolutely fine. But luckily my girls got on pretty well from the start, so I did this for a few days just to make sure that they were all okay with each other, and then I moved on to the carrier. So you want to confine smaller space. Ideally, I put a hide in this one, but ideally you don't want the hide because they will argue over it. But luckily my girls, they all got along from the start and they're absolutely fine. So that was fine to have the hide in there, but normally I wouldn't recommend putting them in there. But I didn't record all the process. So after this, once they've kind of groom each other, or they're ignoring each other, or they're sleeping together, that is a good sign. As long as they're not showing any sort of aggression towards each other, so like puffed up fur, walking by sideways. I would probably do another video on body language at another time, but as long as they're not showing any signs of aggression, you're okay to move on to the next step. As I said, I didn't record, so the next step after that would be like a hamster cage or something along the same lines that's the same size as that. So you could probably go with maybe like a storage box that's kind of the same size, obviously not have the lid on it, and you can kind of go on from there with that one before you introduce them to their cage. So this process can take anywhere between like a week to probably a couple of days, depending on how well your rats get along. This for me was over a course of a couple of days for these girls, but now they get along as well as anything. So it just depends on the characteristics of your rats and how they get along from the first introductions. I think I was lucky in the fact that my girls got along very well from the start, as I said. So basically, once you've done the carrier, the bath, the carrier, the cage, and they're all getting along absolutely fine, then you can go ahead and put them in their cage. Although I would say first though, before you put them back into the cage, to clean everything, get it all disinfected before you put them in there, because then it will avoid any fights, as it doesn't smell like one certain rat. So yeah, I hope this video has given you some help. I have run out of footage, so I hope you're enjoying this little sped up version of a cage tour. This is a really old one though. I need to do some updates. So thumbs up and comment down below if you want a cage tour or want to know a little bit more about the cage. Yeah, they're all like sleeping, but since all the intros and everything, all 8 girls live in peace and harmony most of the time. Obviously, they're still going to have their fights and little squabbles from time to time, because that's rats for you. So yes, I hope you like this video. I hope it's helped anybody. If you have any sort of troubles, you can always Google it, or you can ask me and I will try and help you out if I can. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.